What have you learned about how owners should think about their business beyond just the eventual sale? We talked about that personal leg of the stool. That's so important. And it goes right
Yeah.
back into what you said earlier, the two things that owners regret, why they regret the sale. Number one, they didn't get the maximum value. And number two, no one told them what they're going to do after the business. It's going to have that fulfillment for them. So kind of talk about what you've learned about that, about after the sale, that personal leg of the stool.
So, um, I had never focused on the personal leg of the stool.
Mm.
And we all know Pete Christman. Pete Christman was a
Yeah.
friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I asked him, have you ever told clients no when you're looking to help them sell? And he said, Rick, if they don't have it figured out what they're going to do with their personal life, I can't sell their business, or I won't sell their business.
Yeah.
And he was so focused on that personal leg,
Yeah.
right? And so what I've learned is it's very important for you to figure out what you're going to do after the sale. If you don't figure out what you're going to do, you're going to do stupid stuff. You're going to go buy a really fast car or a really expensive plane, or get a girlfriend on the side or something. You know, you see these business owners that have a liquidity event, and they're
Yeah.
like what we would consider the pinnacle, and then it all comes tumbling down.
Yeah. Yeah.
They lose their family, they lose their relationships,
Mm.
or lose their marriage, you know. And so figuring that part out is, I would say, it's the neglected leg, but it's a very important part of it. I don't do it,
Yeah.
but the EPI community has people that do help
Absolutely.
people with that, and you've got to remember that personal leg and know what's next. I had this business owner, we'd sold his business, a roofing company,
Yeah.
and I kind of an exit interview, right? And I said, Gary, what's it like? He said, Rick, so different.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have a purpose.
Yeah.
You know, I get up
Oh,
and walk the
yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
I don't have to have my daily call with so-and-so, my
Yeah.
manager, right?
Yeah.
And talk
Yeah.
about what we got going on. He said, life is different.
Yeah.
And I think realizing that it's different, but it's good
Mm.
if you plan for
Hmm.
what you want to do and you have some goals. And this requires a value assessment with your spouse or
Sure.
significant other, you
Yeah.
know, what they would like to see you do
Yeah.
and what that looks like.
Yeah.
So I love that you bring that up. I love that EPI does, because it was a concept I'd never even thought about
Yeah.
before.
And now it's so integral. And we talked about it last summit, how it's just growing and growing, the personal leg of the stool, and
Hmm. Yeah.
having a personal coach as well. And I guess that segues, Rick, into looking ahead over the next 5 to 10 years. How do you see the role of advisors evolving when it comes to exit planning and value creation, especially getting into Gen X or millennials? Gen X tends to have more of a work-life balance from our data than baby boomers, and
Yeah.
millennials, they want to leverage business to kind of fulfill their dreams of travel or spending more, and
Hmm.
they're all about 3 to 4 exits maybe in a lifetime. So
Yeah.
how do you see that evolution with advisors and exit planning over the next 5 to 10 years?
So I see the evolution as we need to expand and we need to think outside of the box.
Hmm.
I'm always thinking, well, retirement,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Because a lot of people I worked with are over 60,
yeah.
right? They're looking at retirement. But we need to start thinking about, what does the next acquisition look like,
Mm.
right? What are they going to do? So that post-exit planning is significantly different for these young people.
Yeah,
And I'm glad that you bring that up. I'm glad that you
yeah,
talk about that,
yeah.
because like the exit, there's not just selling, there's a lot of different ways to exit. Well,
Mhm.
after the sale, there's a lot of different ways to have fulfillment through the
Mm.
personal leg of the stool,
Yeah,
and maybe bringing those up,
yeah,
helping
yeah,
them see what those are.
yeah, absolutely.